I'm Monica Nickelsburg of GeekWire, and I'm here with my colleague Dan Richman checking out the Living Computers Museum and Labs. What are you excited to see?
Well, the fun stuff for me is the really old stuff that's up on the second floor. The whole first floor is new, but I want to go upstairs and look at some computers that date back even further than my initial involvement in computers, which was the DOS era. So that's what I'm hoping to see.
And I'm mostly here to play Oregon Trail and also check out some robots. So let's go see the exhibits.
All right.
So this is a 3D printed self-driving car simulator. I've never done anything self-driving, but I like the idea of not having to drive myself.
You won't need your hands free since it's autonomous.
Start driving manually and wait for autonomous mode.
Okay, so I start by driving it as if I would drive a normal car. Oh, it's weird being in here. It really feels like you're driving.
Yeah, well, there's really good peripheral vision.
Okay, so obviously I'm not a great driver, so I'm going to let the car take over.
Engaging autonomous mode.
And do I still have to press the gas?
No.
Please choose.
Oh.
We can take naps.
This is great. I could read, although I might get car sick. Very cool. Now what happens if I... Oh, it doesn't like that.
No. Does the throttle do anything?
I don't know.
Try it.
Nope. I am totally powerless.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the brakes do work though. I just learned.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah. So this entire car was 3D printed, which is pretty remarkable. They said they can do it in under 48 hours. Are we still going?
This extreme peripheral vision really feels real.
Yeah, I think I gotta hop out. It does feel weird though. It feels like I'm gonna get hurt.
We're leaving while it's moving?
Yep.
No, don't do it! Don't do it!
So here we're looking at decades worth of VR headsets that have been developed. Are you into VR at all, Dan?
No.
No, not at all?
I don't know anything about it, honestly.
It's pretty cool. I've tried it a few times, and one thing that the executive director of the museum mentioned is it's important to remember that this has been a work in progress, that it's taken years to develop the technology that we're just now seeing on the market.
So you've been questing for this Oregon Trail game, so what's the deal with you in this game?
Okay, so I know I said I was really excited to play it, but now this feels very foreign to me. 'Cause like I said, the Oregon Trail is one of my first computer memories, but I think it was on like a 1995 Windows PC. This is a little bit older, and I don't really know where to start. Oh, the keyboard is so stiff. Okay.
Here, you sit and I'll
Okay. Press spacebar. This is crazy. I feel like I'm in the Matrix. I can't do this. Oh my gosh, it's just like BB-8 but cuter.
It'd be cool to have one of these be a BB-8.
It looks straight out of Star Wars. Come here. Oh, I'm sorry. So this is an exhibit to build really simple robots. So you take a battery and an input. So I think the battery's powering this, and then an output like this, which has a light on it. And then I can turn it up or down. And now I'm a scientist.
Excellent. Well done.
Thank you, thank you. All right, so this is an adorable little robot that kind of looks like a transformer. And if you actually press on the words in the description, it'll do them. Oh, look at it go.
It sends a Bluetooth command, we were told earlier, and this is what it looks like before it's assembled.
A Bluetooth command. I prefer to just think these things work by magic.
That is not.
Oops.
Excuse me.
How do I? Oh no, he's got it.
Oh, he's back. Never mind.
We're good. Nothing to see here. This is workout mode, so he's going to do push-ups. Oh my god, it's so cute. So one of the cool things about this exhibit and this museum as a whole is it really showcases Paul Allen's interests. He is hugely into wildlife conservation and the environment, and he just funded a Netflix documentary about elephant poaching in Africa. So this drone that you see up here is actually one of the lookout drones that is sent over countries in Africa to try to locate the remaining elephants and then also to try to track down poachers. This exhibit is cool because it shows another one of Paul Allen's passions, which is ocean conservation. Right here we have a baited rig, and usually it won't be potato chips in here, but probably something like fish to get the attention of sharks. And attached to it is a GoPro camera. So once the sharks are attracted to this rig, the GoPro captures their image and information about them. And the number of sharks that are circulating and their movements are a really good way to measure ocean health. So then if you come over here, you can actually see data on those rigs that are placed throughout the ocean. The bottom of these little models has a code on it, and you can place it down and check out the number of sharks that are in the area, what kind of sharks are being seen, and you can actually watch the video that's captured from the GoPro. So this might be my favorite thing. It's a digital art exhibit, and I think I'm pretty sure it's designed for children, but I'm really into it. And so you can play with these little people. They kind of look like the Who's in Whoville. And this is a frying pan. You can place it down and it'll generate eggs that you can cook for them. Yep, there are the eggs. Ah, so cool. You can have a little tea party and you can make them move around and interact with you. So I could see this being really, really fun if you are me or a child. So this is another piece of digital art, and it's a little bit more subtle than the little people one, but it's supposed to respond as you walk by it. It has this really pretty background music.
So what we're looking at here is like from most recent to oldest, and it doesn't even get, I guess, I don't know how it's organized. Okay, so here's a USB drive, right?
That one I recognize.
You recognize that? You know what this is?
A CD.
Very good.
Thank you.
This is a small internal disk drive.
Like you'd have in your phone?
No, that's probably solid state drive.
Okay. All right, what else?
Um,
Oh, an iPod.
oh, from
okay.
an iPod, yeah, right. So remember I was telling you about that 8-inch floppy disks?
That's that?
Right. This holds up to 1.9 megabytes.
Oh, wow, how efficient.
Which is to say, like, not even one song.
So what, was
Probably.
it just documents?
Just data.
Data.
Yeah, expressed as compactly as humanly possible. And then, for some reason, it goes back this way. It's like, okay, there's punch cards, which we talked about.
Got one?
Check this out.
What is that?
This is a hard drive, but in a very, very early form.
Wow. So how much information could that hold?
516 megabytes, 64 MP3 songs on this gigantic thing that probably weighs, 150 pounds.
Yeah, it'd be hard to carry that around with you for music.
Imagine with an iPod with this as the storage.
Throw it in a backpack, go on a run.
Right. Yeah, anyway.
Well, look how far we've come.
Yeah.